Hello and welcome to another helping video from Syria, Electronic Torture, How to Survive It. My last video was about cooking bone soup. Well, the important part comes in the second half. I apologize this long explanations, I always do. Well, if you don't have time, yeah, you go more to the second half. In the beginning, I'm recapitulate and I'm talking about a lot of things. Sorry if you are if this is annoying for you. You can go a little bit more um, forward in this video. I start again with some recapitulations, talking about things I said already in other videos, but it is important. The title of this video is Running, Do It the Right Way. And the first thing you might think is, oh my god, how can I run? I'm so tortured and everything hurts and there's such a lot of pain. Yes, it's right. You should first start with Epsom salt and bath tube, maybe 2 months or 3 months. Otherwise it would not make sense to run, because there are always cars. If you are targeted, they have exactly your position and they're sending all their cars in your city or in your area to you, and then they hit you, and so that is no fun. You should first do this cure with Epsom salt and bath tubes. So if you have done this, you should do a little bit sport, because one thing they spray is something that tunes down our immune system. For myself, I can say that I didn't have fever the last 15 or 20 years, so it's quite amazing. And you can ask other people, they say the same. Nobody has fever anymore like it was usual in the maybe 20 years ago. This is the reason is there are retroviruses. They come into our body. As I load up a film in my channel, there are a patent. There's a patent. It is mixing polymer, that means plastic, sticking together with viruses, with bacteria, also Morgellons, and they can spray it and you inhale it, and it's coming into your body, and your immune system is down, so you can't get a temperature. And one thing, it's very good if you run, your body becomes higher temperature, you become hot inside, and then a lot of bacteria and viruses, they're dying from it. You realize it if you run. After running, you feel quite better. The reason is the heat you produce because of running kills a lot from this bacteria and viruses you have in your body, and there are a lot, believe me. You have a lot, and you don't know, and your immune system doesn't know, because it is blocked, tuned down. I don't know exactly how they do it, but they do it. Well, if you see chemtrails, big stripes on the air, in the sky, you look maybe out of your window in the morning and you see, whoa, this is a lot today. You should not run, not making sport outside, because if you strengthen yourself with sport, you inhale it much deeper in your lung and it goes deeper. If you run and you inhale this, There are some days you can smell it. Sometimes it's smelling organic a little bit, maybe like mushroom. Well, if you smell a little bit mushroom, that's morgellons. This is this fungus they spray. They spray also metals. These are the big white clouds, very big trails, white big trails. This is usually aluminium, but they spray also barium, strontium, titanate complex. These are magnetic heavy metals, make your body sensitive for electric magnetic radiation. If you are a targeted person, they can better hit you if you are full with this barium, strontium, titanate complexes, and you have to bring it out of your body with alpha lipoic acid. I will make another video how to make it, finding the right dose, because if you take too much you get more sick. I will make an extra video. So you have to put out this magnetic heavy metals, also this morgellons, and then you have better chances. There are ways I explained in my other videos. This video is more about running. Well, you can imagine this morgellons, if they can collect copper out from your body. This is a blue fiber. Blue is the frequency for controlling your mind, your thoughts. There are also red ones, more for feelings, sexuality. If they connect together, they are complex, and they're melting together, and the end product is a body that can flow in your bloodstream, and it's looking like this. This is from a microscope, and this is a model somebody made in the internet. If they are finished, they sticking in your under your skin, in your deeper skin, and you can't catch them with soap. This is the reason why you must do this Epsom salt baths in a bath tube, because if you make it hot, if you have a hot bath tube, they also are destroyed by this heating, by this hot water. But don't overdrive it. You don't can go into a bath tube if you are burning, and don't do it the way that you got to collapse. So your heart must be safe. Don't overdrive it as hot as you can stand it. That destroys them also. So heat is a good way, and you can produce this heat by running. Well, I will start with running. Just make tell you a little story. Imagine you are on a cattle green. There is a bull, and he's standing right there. You go behind this bull, and the bull sees you, and then it means running, do it the right way. Well, there was, when I was a child, I had an uncle, and he went out, so my family and the family of my uncle, we went outside in Hamburg. This is my native town in north of Germany. Well, he was looking for a nice green, making picnic, and he went over a fence, and he didn't saw that there was a bull. There was a forest, and then there comes a fence, and then the green, and the bull stands beside him, and he didn't see this bull, and the bull came, saw him, came, and the earth was shaking, and he jumped over the fence back. Well, these bulls are a little bit angry. They are very angry if you go on their territory. Today I don't see much bulls anymore because we have in Germany also this melting together of small farms, and there are only big farms now, and the bulls not free anymore. They are in halls and mass in, yeah, we call it meat factories, and it's very sad how they treat this animals. But in the 70s, when I was small, there were many cows and bulls outside. Um, well, this time times are gone. Everything is going worse because they control also our food production, and well, it is another way how to destroy society, countries to control the food production, making worse, and make also the meat uh, more well, make it worse. Well, that is also in America. I load up a film about this dying of the farmers. Economy, economy. It was also in the 70s. Well, this is another subject. The film was torn from the land. If you have interest, you can see this film in your language. It's an American film uh, made by a pastor. I forgot his name. Well, it's interesting. Well, going back to this subject, how to run. If you see chemtrails on the sky, you better don't run. And if the air is somehow clean, you go outside and you start with warming up. It's the best way, maybe like this, lying support. Well, I start lying support, and when I start, I feel this headache in my brain. It's like somebody pulls me in my brain. It hurts, and there's a reason for this. But I going on with another warming up. Squats. You call it squats. Do some 10, 20, 30. It doesn't matter if you are not able to make more than 10. You should do maybe 10. In the beginning it's heavy because if you are under attack, your heart goes fast, and if you feel that your heart is if there's a pain, I mean if it's going faster, doesn't matter, but if you feel pain, you stop immediately taking a coal, medicine coal, to wash out this piezo crystals. They're giving me also this piezo crystals with particle beamers in my apartment, and I can't smell them, but when I realized there's pain in my heart, I know, they have placed another piezo crystals beside my heart, and my heart muscle getting a wrong rhythm, and then I stop with running, doing sport. I take a coal with water, maybe I run a little bit, and if I feel the pain again, I stop, and well, it depends, because if you run, the blood washes out this wrong piezo crystals, but if you have a big pain, they can take the signal with the machines, and then they have a new signal, a new frequency, and that can cause you more problems. And if you have a big pain, so better stop. They measure it. They can do it if you go back at home. When I go back in my apartment, my neighbors they have this funny devices, scalar wave devices, and then they can see, there's a new signal, they catch it, and then they program, they have frequencies for their attacks in future. So if you feel a big pain in your heart, better stop. Well, making some other warming ups. Stretching is important. You stretch your muscles, your leg muscles. You going to a tree and you push the tree, or you going down with your fingertips on your toes. Well, I must confess, I can't reach my toes. It is for me not easy, but if it's hurt, if you feel pain in your head and in your legs, that's good, because this pain is healing you, and I will tell you why. Well, if you do this, don't make quick move, go down as deep you can, and then stay there, stand the pain, don't move up, down, because that is not good for your muscles. Well, I don't know the word in English. I'm sorry. I'm bad prepared today. If you have a muscle and this muscle makes a lot of pain, I don't know this word. You have to avoid this, because they like also these signals, and they can give you. In Germany we say Krampf. In English it is cramp. Cramp. Well, this is only I'm not sure. It is when the muscle hurts and it is contracting. It's contracting and it gives a lot of pain. So you have to avoid quick moving. When you do this, go down and then stay. Even if there's pain, this pain is good. This pain is healing you. Well, here's another stretching. Just stretch your legs before you run. And the first thing I do, I make this warming up. And there's a very important exercise. This is very painful, but it's very effective. You going on the ground, and it is like sprinting on the one place. So it's you moving your feet right, left, in a alternate. You alternate this legs right, left, like sprinting on a place, and your hands are fixed. You don't moving, only your feet and your legs are moving, and you do maybe in the beginning 20, and after a while you realize there's such a pain, there's such a pulling in your head, and I tell you why it is. It is because if you are targeted individuum, they can beam something in your brain, especially in the back brain, reptilian brain. This is the center of your nervous system, and they like to beam you special bacteria in this area here, because in this small brain there's our movings, coordination, it is all here, and they have a special bacteria that blocks your nervous system. There's a bacteria that attacks nerves by eating the nerves. It sounds very dangerous, but it is not. They can't kill you with this. It is only that they make pain, and that you get lazy, and that you can't stand the pain, and then you think, well, better don't move, because it is too much pain. The normal situation of pain is not moving, relaxing, don't making sport, but it's the wrong way. This is exactly what they want, that you don't move, and that your blood stream is not going higher, so that you become lazy. Well, especially the old people here, I see that they are pushed down by this and they are dying. It's a sad thing to say, but it is the truth. I have to say it. I guess it is also in America. I guess it is worldwide. Well, what are they doing? This is a nerve. In my last video, cooking bone soup. These nerves are connected, flexible, so they are. This is a nerve cell, like in your brain, and you have one part and another part, and it is connected with a synaptic like a yeah, well, the word is synaptic cleft, like this. These are two nervous cells, and they are connected with transmitters, neuronal or nervous transmitters, and the informations are going with these transmitters, and there are ways to block. You can block that this nerve, this synapse, for example, can't get this transmitters anymore, and then the information is not there, or it's less, or it's so it is always when I start running, doing sport, it is always the feeling like I have some glue in my brain, and it hurts a lot, but it is only in the beginning. After I did my last exercise, what I showed you already, this sprinting at one place. This is the most painful exercise. After running a little bit, making lying support, making squats, this stretching also, this is the most painful. After this, my heart goes fast, and I had already a dose of pain I can stand. I do it as much as I can, maybe 100, something like that, and then I have a lot of pain, and then I go down, maybe 10 minutes, and I wait till that moment I'm cool, and my heart is normal pulse, and then I start running. Not fast, it is not Olympia, it is only to keep your health, and I run maybe, I don't know, in America in Germany it's 1 or 2 kilometers. I can make 2 kilometers, and the important thing is you have to do it in one piece. Don't run and then rest and then run and then rest. You must run a whole distance in one piece, and in the beginning, the first, I say in German, maybe the first kilometer is a feeling that, well, it's hard to describe. It is like pulling in a head, maybe like you have drunk too much, but it's not the same. It is this nerve system. There's a stackle in this nerve system. You have to break through, and after 1 kilometer, there's no pain anymore. I can run. There's a lot of heat in my body. So many of this bacteria are all died because of this heat. And if I start before I run, I take this powder. It is curcuma. I show you a picture. It is a root, and you can take the powder and with water, and it cleans your brain. This is very important because our brain is full with small animals, bacteria. They beam. If you are target, they can beam it. For example, they know the frequency of your pineal gland, or let me look. I think it is pineal gland. It is here somewhere in the middle. It produces melatonin, and if they attack your pineal gland, you can't sleep so good anymore, because if you have a lack of melatonin, you can't sleep so well. They like to make you sleepless, as you know. If you're targeted, you know this quite well. Well, and with this powder, I take a little bit, I swallow it with water before I run, and then the heart, boom boom, then it goes right through my brain. This curcumin, it cleans my brain, and it is very important to focus your mind if you run. Maybe I give you a picture, imagination. Imagine you are the bull and there's somebody on your territory, and he's watching you and you watch him. Maybe you slain your head and you focus this guy. If you run, in fact, there's no guy, there's nobody. It's just to give you a picture, imagination, that you can stand the pain, because there's a lot of pain. It is a fight to keep running. It is a big pain in your brain, and you need a picture to stand it. Imagine you are the bull and you fixing the guy, and maybe there's a tree or a sign, a street sign, a fix point, and you fix your sight, and you strengthen your mind, you focus your mind as you like reading a book or thinking about a problem, you find a solution. So you have to focus your mind. And for women, for female victims, I have another imagination. Imagine you are a dangerous cat, and you are dangerous and you can kill somebody with your sight, with your eyes. Or even you have dangerous, uh, you you know, a cat that's it's a dangerous cat. You are a dangerous cat, and you fix your enemy with your eyes, and you put out your I don't know the word. Well, just to make sure that women are not upset because of this bull image. Well, you know, there are males, females, like in nature, and you need a good picture to don't get hopeless, because if you run, you feel this pain, you feel such hopeless, because the pain is big, and you have to stand this pain. It's worthy. If you did the run successfully, maybe 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, and you go home. Afterwards, I spray lime sulfur dip under the shower, and then I realize that my mind is quite clear, and I can read a book again, and I can concentrate. And I always try to destroy our ability to think, to concentrate, and this running is very good. Yeah, it's a countermeasure, and I do it at least 2 times a week. I can't do it every day. If I would do it every day, I would have pain in my legs, and they would find these signals, and then they give me more pain to my legs. So after running, I do 1 day or 2 times, 2 days rest, and then after 2 days I run again. So maybe 2 times a week, 3 times a week. no more, and don't overdrive. And if you did the running, don't lay down, don't lay on the grass, on the floor. You have to strengthen yourself, and after running, just walk a little bit, and or cycle. So don't run and then fall down and going lazy. Don't go lazy. Do your normal things you usually do in your day, and it is always good to do this running. You will see the effort, the benefit. Well, it is an effort. It is. I always have to overcome to do this running. Because after 2 days they pump me up again with this bacterias, and well, it is always you always have to overcome when you do this running. If you are a targeted individuum, for the other people I can tell, well, it is very good to do this because you produce heat and you support your immune system that is not working well anymore. I said in the beginning of this video. Well, that's it for this video, and best wishes, and see you next video.